invited guests, media men present, all protocols observed. I read to you the resolution of the Health Services Workers Union of Ashanti Region. I read, resolution on unresolved issues affecting members of the Health Services Workers Union in the Ashanti region on the 13th day of December 2019 at Kofanoche Teaching Hospital I Center Conference Hall. Comprises of numerous professions, of which the Health Services Workers Union of TUC housed most of these professionals, with the exception of nurses, doctors, anesthetists, and pharmacists. All other categories of staff in the sector are members of this noble union, but are marginalized despite the tremendous services we render to achieve holistic and comprehensive healthcare delivery. Our grievances are mostly not given the necessary attention it deserves. Meanwhile, healthcare can never be complete without us. 1. A collective agreement was signed between the health agencies and facilities under the Ministry of Health and the Health Services Workers Union of TUC Ghana on December 2015 in accordance with the Labor Act at 2003 at 651. The collective agreement, which take precedence over any other existing agreement, was to take effect from 1st January 2016. Health facilities are currently either not implementing or under selective implementation. This is mainly attributed to the fact that its implementation dependent on internal generated funds, IGF, from individual health facilities whose IGF are woefully inadequate or non-existent. It's worth nothing that some category of health professionals have their condition of service consolidated in their salaries and paid from Controller and Accountant General. With the introduction of single spine salary structure, market premium was introduced as a percentage of our basic pay to take care of the cost of living allowance and ADAH. That form part of the remuneration as health workers. The market premium by convention is to change as when salaries are reviewed. In our case, I repeat, in our case, the market premium has been static since 2012. In our case, the market premium has been static since 2012 and not corresponding with our current salaries. The freeze of the market premium by our employer is very arbitrary and discriminatory compared to other public servants who earn market premium. This unfortunate action is at variance with the spirit and letter of single spine pay policy and should not be reviewed to commensurate with our current salaries. Due to the absence of regulatory council, no law regulating the allied health profession, and members not writing licensure examinations, some of us were not properly placed when migrating health workers from the HSS pay structure onto the single spine salary structure. In 2012. 3 conditions were fulfilled by the promulgation of Act 857 in 2003. Yet, distortions and low grading has still not been corrected upon the numerous efforts by the union on the said issues. Additionally, analogous grades have been placed on the same placement on first engagement as they end promotion, culminating in the placement of some allied health grade being placed lower since 2012. 4. Without any justification, some members have been denying yearly incremental jumps or notches. Yes. Our checks indicate that controller and accountant general department software used in paying single span salary do not have yearly incremental notches. Yearly incremental notches are therefore affected manually, depriving most of our members their yearly incremental increment since we were migrated in 2012. 5. Labor and services works together to provide comprehensive treatment in a hospital, from medical assignments and daily treatment to medication and catering. This collectivity, without understanding, with no standing, those employees who are classified as non-clinicians have been discriminated against and not equally treated in the spirit of fact that the Ghana Health Service Council has called for the abolition of this unhealthy classification of fair wages and salary commission, creating apathy and dissatisfaction among the administrative and support staff in the health service. Are paid market premium ranging from 58% to 120%, and non-clinical staff receive premiums ranging from 15% to 30%. My brothers, is this fair?
No.
Is this fair?
No.
6. Medical physicist. The single spine salary structure did not make any provision for those category of staff whose role are quite critical in the cancer treatment centers in the teaching hospital, some regional hospitals. Since they are not recognized within health sector, the employer is forced to place them as either radiographers or biomedical scientists, irrespective of the difference in training and qualification. We are therefore calling on the fair wages to establish their grade in the salary structure to enhance proper placement of their critical staff. 7. In 2017, approval was granted by Fair Wages and Salary Commission to promote some junior staff to a 4th grade. These staff were promoted but were paid without market premium, making them worse off since 2017. I repeat, the staff were promoted but was paid without market premium, making them worse off since 2017. A letter was issued by Ministry of Finance to pay the market premium to the affected staff effective March 2019, ignoring all the unpaid market premium. 8. The national laboratory policy the national laboratory policy has not received any attention. We, the members of the Health Services Workers Union in the Ashanti region, hereby resolve that All our waiting concerns enumerated above should be resolved by the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations,